Okay, well, let's start talking about lucid dreaming. What is a lucid dream? And first I want to introduce you to the characteristics of a non-lucid ordinary dream. And using those characteristics to give you a view of what a lucid dream is. In my view, a lucid dream is nothing more than an enriched, ordinary, non-lucid dream, but with consciousness. Well, this is still a debate in the research field of lucid dreaming and, well, the sleep and dream domains. Dream researchers claim that lucid dreaming is a completely different phenomenon than ordinary dreams and thus cannot be compared. So I think the Lucidity Institute has a currently active research question active that deals with this, to say, well, the content of non-lucid dreams is actually the same as lucid dreams, although that's what I would expect. So, well, in my comparison here I want to make this analogy, just to say, well, the characteristics of a dream are the same as for a lucid dream, although there are some differences. So let's start. Well, characteristics of a dream. Well, the first characteristic is, well, dreams are have a multi-sensory richness. So in dreams you can smell, you can taste, you can see, you can feel, all those senses that you have now in the waking world, in the waking reality. You also have in the dreaming world. So that's a fascinating discovery. It's not like dreams are stories or pictures that you watch as a silent observer. No, it's a world, a place where you can explore and visit other places. So, for example, if we are here right now, this would be a dream. Just as I could sense my body right now, I could sense my body in a dream. I will still feel the warmth. I will still feel myself as myself, viewing the world through my own eyes. I can touch the ground and really feel the ground as hard as it is now. Just a physical experience. So just imagine that dreaming is nothing more than some internally generated world created by your own mind, but it is capable, your mind is capable of physically generating, not really physically, but generating this physical feeling and sense of a ground, of gravity, of a wall, of textures. I could really feel the desk here in my dreams and really feel the same as it would be now if I would feel the wood, the texture of it. So it's really amazing how dreams are capable of generating this multi-sensory world. It has depth, you can explore, you can feel, taste, you can do everything you want. Another characteristic is that dreams are emotional, so you can have feelings, anger or sadness or joy. It's the same as waking reality. It also mostly have a storyline, dreams. It has a beginning and an end, so it's story-like. And again, it's not really a movie or a picture that you watch as a silent observer. You are really involved in this world, just as exactly the same as you are yourself right now in the waking world. So, well, to start from a movie, let's say Mission Impossible, it's not that you're watching this movie, Tom Cruise, and instead of Tom Cruise you see yourself playing that movie. Now, you are yourself, you are Tom Cruise and actually the producer at the same time. You are directing your own lucid dream at that time. So really realize that dreamings are worlds and not stories. And that was really this amazing discovery for me when I discovered lucid dreaming as that officially phenomenon that I want to learn more about. Is when you remember dreams or recall dreams in the morning, you just have this feeling that it's just a story that your mind has generated and you've been watching. But when you have your first lucid dream, you really wake up in that world and you see, well, I just have this choice to go to the left or go to the right. It's not like my brain already has a clue what I'm going to do and just directs this picture or this image of me walking to the left. No, that's not the case. You really are yourself. You have your own identity, your own thoughts, and you can do whatever you want and, well, explore that world. I think that dream world is the better the better description or phrase to give you a better idea of what a dream is. Well, and the last characteristic is, and it is a kind of a summary, that dreaming is quite real. The dream world is quite real. If you would take a picture, a snapshot of a dream in this room, it would not be the same as well, it would be exactly the same as a picture in real life as it would be now. Just the same depth, just the same possibilities. I could do everything in a dream as I could do right now. So that raises the question: is dreaming then exactly the same as waking reality? Well, not really. Dreaming. Well, firstly, dreaming, the dream world is an internally generated world. It is not external as waking reality. So, for example, if I would have a $100 bill and I would place it in the corner back here in my room. And in the real world, when I visit my room tomorrow again, I would find that $100 bill exactly at the same at the same spot, hopefully. So the external world, the waking world, is independently created of my mind. So this is in contrast to the dreaming world, where that world is completely created by myself. So if I place a $100 bill in my dreams in that corner, and I will wake up and do my everyday things and then go to sleep again the next night, I cannot expect that that $100 bill would still be there. It's not a stable, externally generated world. It's internal. So that's of course a difference. And dreams are very unstable. It's like, well, you can meet real people, just as real as the visual aspects of it. So you can, well, all those multi-senses of touching someone, it's all the same. But at one moment to the next, your father changes into your mother, morphs into your mother. Well, that's strange. It cannot be possible in the waking world. There are a lot of other dream signs in that sense that really indicate that you're dreaming and not awake, and it mostly has to do with stability. So unstable is the word for the dream world. Well, the strangest thing actually about dreaming, next to people morphing to each other or locations that are weird or different forms, different colors of my desk, my room is far too small, far too large. Besides all that, the strangest things of dreams is actually that we do not recognize dreams as dreams. We do not recognize that all these strange things occur in our nightlife. So every night we dream about people that morphing into each other. We might dream about flying, and we do not recognize that this is something silly and must be a dream. We mistake our dreams for reality, which is, well, it's silly. It's why we don't recognize our dreams is really still a debate in the dream world, and of course it has to have some purpose somewhere. So it's amazing that we do not recognize our dreams as dreams, and of course when we do, we have a lucid dream. A lucid dream is nothing more than recognizing your dream as a dream and not mistake it for reality. The first keyword that comes up when people get inspired by lucid dreaming and tell you about it is, at the time when you become lucid, you have control over that dream, because it is your fantasy, it's your own brain. Just like daydreaming, you can direct your own fantasy. So the key word for lucid dreaming is, okay, once you become lucid, you can direct that dream in whatever fashion you like. So when you combine that control, your imagination is the limit, by the way. You can do anything you want, anything your mind can conceive. So when you have the control and combine that with the multi-sensory richness of every ordinary dream and also of every lucid dream, because it's nothing different, you have a kind of a holodeck, a life simulator. You have completely control about something that is as real as waking reality. So just imagine right now that, well, you think you're awake right now. Hopefully you do. I hope you think you do. Well, step out of your door, step out of your home and get on the street and just imagine that you could now fly, take off and visit another planet or so, with the realness as waking reality. It's amazing. No Xbox or Nintendo game could ever compete with this. It's as real as it gets. So, well, that is an amazing experience, and it's really something that is enjoyable. So, what you see is that most expert lucid dreamers don't strive anymore for a lucid dream, although they had strived for a lucid dream. They use experiences to use their lucid dreams for. So instead of striving for a lucid dream, and I want to have a lucid dream, which is a completely empty concept. A lucid dream, well, doesn't give you any warm feeling in your belly, for example. Doesn't give you any energy or so, motivation. It's really the experiences you want to induce by use of a lucid dream that gives you then, well, energy. It gives you that excitement of, oh, I'm going to use my lucid dreams because I want to be Superman and rescue someone, for example. So you see that most expert dreamers use lucid dreaming as a tool instead of a goal. They don't say, well, I want to have a lucid dream tonight. No, they just watch the movie or talk with someone and say, oh, I would like to experience that, and I'm using lucid dreaming to induce such an experience. And that's the right order. So it's another tip for you. It's, well, really have an idea of, okay, why do you want to have a lucid dream?